Did you know that an average person faces around 200,000 rejections in their lifetime? A staggering number, isn't it? But it's true. From the moment we start to grasp the concept of acceptance and denial, rejections start to shape our lives. They come in various forms and from countless sources. It's a common experience, yet each rejection feels as unique and personal as a fingerprint. Take, for example, the job application process. You pour your heart and soul into each application, only to be met with a polite but disheartening no. Rejection can also lurk in the awkward silence after mustering the courage to ask someone out, or in the dismissals of our ideas. But let's consider how rejection has influenced the world. Consider J.K. Rowling. Before her rise to fame, she was a struggling writer. Her manuscript for Harry Potter was rejected by 12 publishing houses. Imagine a world without Harry Potter. It's inconceivable. Yet it could have been our reality if Rowling had let rejection stop her. Rejection is a constant part of life, but it's also a catalyst for growth. It tests our determination, challenges our perspective, and shapes our character. It's not the closed door we often see it as, it's a redirection, a push towards a different path, a better fit. So, when you face a rejection, acknowledge it, experience it, and then let it drive you forward. Because, as the saying goes, when one door closes, another one opens. Remember, every no brings you closer to a yes. Rejection is not the end, it's just a part of the journey. Criticism is a pervasive occurrence in our lives. It's an entity that, though often uninvited, lingers. But it can also serve as an essential catalyst for growth and development when navigated rightly. Indeed, criticism can be a double-edged sword. It holds the potential to be constructive, highlighting our overlooked areas and aiding our betterment. Conversely, it can be destructive, shaking our self-assuredness. The critical factor here is how criticism is delivered and received. Let's examine a real-life instance. Enter Elon Musk, a man familiar with criticism. His audacious projects and unique methods have attracted plenty of critique. But did he let it deter him? On the contrary, it only amplified his drive. Musk perceived criticism as feedback, utilizing it to enhance his work. He grasped that criticism reflects his work, not his worth, and work can always be honed. Had Musk interpreted each critique as a personal affront, affecting his, we may not have witnessed the groundbreaking developments in electric vehicles and space travel we see today. Thus, when you encounter criticism, recall Elon Musk. Understand that criticism isn't a personal attack, but an opportunity for learning, growth, and betterment. Criticism should be approached as a chance to learn and grow, not as a personal assault. It's not a commentary on you as an individual. It's about your work, actions, or decisions. And all of those can be modified, improved, and mastered. So how do we deal with the inevitable rejections that life throws at us? Let's explore this using some practical tactics. First, keeping a positive attitude is critical. Remember, rejection is not a reflection of your worth, but indicates a mismatch between what you offer and what is needed. Keep your spirit high, smile, and continue. Secondly, view each rejection as a learning opportunity. It's a chance to ask, what can I learn from this? Maybe it's a new skill to develop, an alternative approach to consider, or a wake-up call that you're chasing the wrong objectives. Use rejection as a stepping stone, not a pitfall. Rejection can be painful, but it's not a personal vendetta. It's a part of life, and it's something we all face. Once you separate your self-esteem from the outcome, you can turn rejection into an occurrence, not an identity. You are not a reject. You're simply someone who's faced a rejection. There's a significant difference. Lastly, remember to persist. Perseverance in the face of rejection is a testament to your tenacity and bravery. Each rejection brings you one step closer to a yes. So don't let rejection divert you from your journey. Always remember, rejection does not define you. It's just a hurdle you need to overcome. Therefore, breathe deeply, dust yourself off, and continue to advance. After all, the sweetest victories are those that are hardest won. And what about criticism? How can we handle it constructively? We've all found ourselves in situations where someone points out our flaws. It feels uncomfortable, doesn't it? Criticism, however, much like a bitter pill, can be difficult to swallow, but it may also growth. So how do we deal with criticism in a beneficial way? Firstly, maintain an open mind. This is often challenging, particularly when the criticism is directed at something we cherish. But remember, there might be some truth in the critique that can aid us in becoming better. The next step involves considering the origin of the criticism. Does it stem from a place of spite or genuine concern? If it's the former, disregarding it might be the best option. But if it's the latter, then it's time to start making improvements. Consider Thomas Edison as an example. He was heavily criticized for his multiple failed attempts at inventing the light bulb. But he took each criticism as a stepping stone towards success. He said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Lastly, use criticism to better yourself. When we perceive criticism as a chance for personal growth, it becomes less of an affront and more of an opportunity. It's vital to reflect, reassess, and refine our ways. To sum up, the secret to handling criticism constructively is our perspective. Do we view it as an obstacle or a stepping stone? An attack or a chance? It's all about perception. Criticism, when used correctly, can be a powerful tool for growth and improvement. So when you face criticism, remember, it's not the end. Instead, it might be the beginning of a new and improved you. In the end, dealing with rejection and criticism comes down to one thing: resilience. Resilience is the steel in your spine when faced with the winds of criticism. It is the fortitude to rise after a fall, the audacity to continue when the path is thorny. The epitome of this virtue, let's consider Amelia. Aspiring writer, she was no stranger to the bitter sting of rejection and criticism. Publishers cast her work aside, each rejection a blow to her confidence. But Amelia didn't yield to the pressure. She continued writing, each word a testament to her tenacity, each sentence a marker of her determination. Despite the accumulation of rejections, her love for writing didn't wane. She wrote because she loved to, because she believed in her stories. She wrote because she was resilient. In time, a publisher took a chance on her. Amelia's novel became a bestseller, her resilience rewarded. Her journey was strewn with obstacles, but she transformed each setback into a stepping stone. This, friends, is the essence of resilience. It's not about avoiding rejection or criticism, but using it as fuel to propel you forward. It's about understanding that rejection isn't a measure of your worth, and criticism isn't a judgment of your capabilities. It's about the certainty that you can rise, you can persevere, you can triumph. So remember, be resilient. Use rejection and criticism as stepping stones towards success, not stumbling blocks. Building on the power of resilience, let's delve into how adversity can truly be our advantage. Life isn't a smooth journey. We all face our share of bumps and hurdles, but the key is to look at these challenges not as roadblocks, but as opportunities. Opportunities to grow, to learn, and to emerge stronger. Take the example of Thomas Edison. His teachers labeled him as too stupid to learn anything. He was fired from his first 2 jobs for not being productive. And when he set out to invent the electric light bulb, he faced a staggering 10,000 failures before he finally succeeded. But Edison didn't see these failures as setbacks. Instead, he saw them as stepping stones. "I have not failed," he once said. "I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the power of turning adversity into advantage. It's about changing our perspective, shifting our mindset. It's about seeing the silver lining in the darkest of clouds, about finding the opportunity hidden within every challenge. And most importantly, it's about never giving up, no matter the odds. So the next time you face adversity, remember Edison. Remember the power of resilience. Remember that every setback is a setup for a comeback. And always remember, you have the power to turn adversity into your advantage. Now let's continue this journey of resilience and growth. Like our video and share our content, and we will see you in our next video.